Welcome to today's episode of r/today I did an oopsie, tifu by pranking my girlfriend. Yesterday I decided to prank my girlfriend by pretending to be my twin brother. Random as duck, I know, but I've always wondered if I could fool her into thinking I was him. It was time. So, there I was, approaching my house and ringing my doorbell completely in character. I was wearing torn denims and Converse sneakers. The complete opposite of what I normally wear, but exactly the style to match my bro. I was walking like him, talking like him, sounding like him, hell, even smelling like him. My girlfriend eventually opened the door and saw deepfake me standing there, regardless of how well prepared I was to play my twin brother. The moment I locked eyes with my girlfriend, I expected her to see right through my facade. She stared at me, confused. At first I wasn't sure if that was because she knew it was me or because she was surprised to see it's my brother. There was only one way to find out. I said hi and dropped the "I was in the neighborhood" line. My girlfriend suddenly pulled me inside and slammed the door shut. "Girlfriend, are you out of your ducking mind showing up here like this?" Me. Thought I'd visit. Girlfriend. And I thought we agreed to stop seeing each other. Me. What do you mean? Girlfriend. What the duck do you mean? What do I mean? Whatever that shit was between us, it's over. Go home to your fiancé. Me. Enough. It's me, your boyfriend. Girlfriend. You don't know when to give up, do you? I showed her my id. I'd never seen so many mixed emotions flash across her face until that moment. At first she tried to play it off like she was in on the act all along, and this whole interaction was nothing more than a cheating girlfriend narrative she fabricated on the spot just to duck with me. I wasted no time calling my brother and ducking, forcing a confession out of him. The mother ducker admitted to seeing my girlfriend on and off behind my back for months. When that call ended, so did my relationship with both of them. TL. Doctor pranked my girlfriend by pretending to be my twin brother and realized that the two of them were secretly pranking me by pretending to be people I could trust. That's ducking tough. Here's my update. Hope you feel better. I'll be your brother. Today you won by finding out the truth without even trying. If your brother really does have a fiancé, she needs to know his true nature. That's some first class soap opera shit here. Damn bro. I think you will need some vodka. Replace with favorite alcoholic beverage for this. Tifu by trusting some Rondo on Airbnb. Shit River 2K19. We have 1,000 words to explain all that transpired with our dear friend Paul from the 3rd of August to the 4th of August, 2019. Let me spin you a tale of Shit River. 4:30 PM. Our initial impressions of the house were terrific. Our illustrious host, Paul, left a bottle of red for us on the table along with some chocolates and popcorn. Paul was friendly. Check-in was quick and easy, so our party settled in. Everything was looking great. 6 PM. We returned from purchasing perishables for the weekend. We fill the fridge as we prepare for a relaxing and restorative vacation. We had all traveled far and been looking forward to this rare reunion. A few days on the beach does wonderful things for the soul. But little did we know how our souls would be blackened forevermore. 8:15 PM. After a round or 5 of drinks, we noticed that several members of the party had disappeared and were nowhere to be found. We discovered them, ominous plunger in hand, staring terrified at a slowly rising toilet, one of 2 in the house, plunging half successfully. We messaged Paul and let him know the situation. Only one working toilet isn't ideal for a group of 8 20-somethings drunk on beer and full of tacos, but we'd make it work. 8:38 PM. The remaining toilet won't flush. The party grows worried. Paul assures us that he will call a plumber. 9 PM. Paul has no luck with his usual plumber. They won't be able to fix the toilets until the next morning. A 5-second Google search reveals there are 12 emergency 24-hour plumbers in Virginia Beach, but Paul did not want to call them. After informing our dear friend Paul of our displeasure, he put his nose to the grindstone and made a few calls. A plumber was found. Magic. 9:30 PM. Raw sewage floods the shower and both toilets. Kitchen sink makes a strange noise when turned on. The house likely possessed. Drinks have been drunk like it's the end of prohibition and we cannot drive or Uber to safety. After all, where would we go? We pray to whatever eldritch creature haunts our plumbing to spare us. 10:01 p.m. The stench. Dear God, the stench. 11:20 p.m. Emergency plumber arrives with Paul and Paul's friend in tow. One of them goes to the roof. One of them pounds a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Advanced guard sobered up and makes an emergency run to a public bathroom. We split the party. 12:20 a.m. Plumber ventures inside the splash zone to duct tape garbage bags around the toilets to seal them in preparation for the final blasting. Paul's friend fails to discover how to switch off his nose and taps out. I'm out, man. I'm out. It's been hours since most of us have relieved ourselves. The backyard beckons us with its soothing siren call, but we resist. For now. 12:22 a.m. Paul assures us the problem will soon be fixed and to keep partying. Classic Paul. We oblige, blithely unaware of the horror shit show still awaiting us. 12:24 a.m. The final blasting, the stench, the horror, the splatter. We all take 2d6 damage. 1 a.m. Paul and company tell us the bathrooms are fixed but not to flush toilet paper. He requests we instead put used toilet paper inconveniently provided, bagless, trash cans. We decide to maximize our fun and minimize our bathroom usage. We also decide to leave the next morning. 2 a.m. The witching hour. Lights flicker ominously. The house isn't finished with us yet. 4:30 a.m. Paul offers a full refund. Excellent. He later tries to convince us to stay and only refund the first night. Not excellent. We ask for a full refund and promise to evacuate in the morning. He offers to let us stay for free for the remainder of our reservation. Excellent. But we decline and agree to leave by noon. Clairvoyant. 10:30 a.m. The party prepares to leave after a night of sheer terror. We take trash to trash cans, clean the kitchen, and prepare a sacrifice to the toilet gods. 11:10 a.m. We commence the cleansing ritual in the kitchen. After completion, we agree never to speak of this again. Who would believe our onerous, neodorous experience? 11:11 a.m. The great gurgle. We hear, deep from the bowels of hell, a curse glugging. Was it the broken spirit of Paul's friend chugging another PBR? Nope. The shower had once again started flooding with raw sewage. 11:15 a.m. We hasten our efforts to flee. Paul is called. We finish packing all but the final suitcases into our cars. 11:30 a.m. We convene to discuss departure. Suddenly, one of our party realizes we've been cut off from the last of our supplies by seeping shit river pooling in the hallway. Fearing the end is nigh, a brave hero bounds forth, vaulting across the rising floodwaters of the Rubicon. We form a fire line to ferry our belongings and our wounded to safety. 11:32 a.m. Water oozes up from the baseboards. Satan's septic tank thirsts for blood. The lights flicker once more. 11:35 a.m. Our dearest friend Paul arrives, eloquently prophesying. This house is ducked, agreeing with Paul's uncanny observation. We flee the house. The smell stayed with us for days, but the memories will haunt us forever. Too long didn't read I trusted my Airbnb to have functional plumbing, but instead it exploded. Tifu by misunderstanding my pregnant wife. This happened years ago. We were both watching television. She's pregnant. I'm not. Scene. A beautiful woman enters. Her. Chloe is cute. Me. Yes, she is. Her. I meant as a name for our child. I maintained my focus on the TV. I tried to use the power of my mind to have my words re-enter my mouth, where I could chew and swallow them. How had this happened? Sweat began pouring down my neck. Time ceased to exist. I began to become one with the couch. Flesh and cushion became intertwined. But it was all in vain. 2 laser beams shot from her eyes and eviscerated my mortal body. There was only darkness and the echoes of my words. For all eternity. Too long didn't read. I misunderstood my pregnant wife, opened my mouth, and had to go to the store and buy ice cream to smooth things over. She's my ex-wife now, not for this reason. Or was it? No, it wasn't. But maybe? No. Tifu by letting my parents believe I have completed my studies and become a chartered accountant, and now I've been living a life for almost 2 years. Mandatory. This didn't happen today but a couple of years ago. I was visiting my parents because my dad was very sick. He passed away a few months ago. I was struggling with my studies because of this as well. I woke up one day to an email phrased something like, Congratulations, you have successfully cleared XX and XY exam. Only one more to go. Which was a big surprise as I was certain I won't pass, but I did. Ran out screaming, jumping out of excitement. Telling my parents that I finally passed, feeling the purest excitement I ever felt. They also got excited and happy. What I didn't know was that they didn't read the full email and thought I have completed my qualification. I realized that later in the evening when I started getting calls from the extended family and friends congratulating me. My mum had called everyone to tell them I finally did it and their son is now a chartered accountant. They were literally planning a party, which I fortunately managed to call off. Now, my dad had severe depression and a heart condition. He'd been very ill for almost over a year, with multiple prolonged hospital visits and being bedridden further fed into his depression. I had forgotten how he looked smiling, but that day, when he found out about me, he was not only smiling but laughing, telling jokes, participating in conversations. He was happy. Happiest I had seen him in ages. I couldn't possibly bring myself to clear up the misunderstanding. So I decided to keep it that way, thinking it's just one more exam, I can do it secretly. I had to get a full-time job and do regular overtime to pitch in extra because money was tight to cover the medical bills, which I don't mind at all. But I was earning almost half of what I would if I was qualified, and my parents knew this. They keep telling me to switch jobs to try harder etc, which I managed by doing extra overtime and other gigs here and there. Things got fine and I started doing okay-ish to cover the expenses. But extra work meant less time for studies and preparation. Fast forward today, I am still struggling to clear that final exam. Appearing for it this December. Wish me luck. Too long didn't read. Let my parents believe I have completed my chartered accountancy to let my ailing depressed father continue smiling. Now I've been struggling to clear that final exam for almost 2 years. Edit. Some spellings and phrasing. Edit 2. Thank you everyone for the support and wishes. Let's see how deck goes, then I'll think if an update is due. P or not. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content. It's free and that's a great price.